You are watching the NCAA Softball Regionals presented by Capital One. And the mayhem is set to get started in Aggieland. Welcome to Bryant College Station. Game one of the day. It features a pair of conference champions. Marist out of the MAAC and Liberty out of Conference USA. So
is in sight, and that's what we've seen with Escobar. She has gone to a whole other level. Dot Richardson has just been shouting nothing but her praises.
And she gets Pusey that time. Her first punch out of the day gets this one started.
I mean, that one was done.
A couple of 47-win teams meet in game one of the day. And McDonald flares that one into left for a one-out single.
And this is pitcher whenever you're facing this team.
This one's out to left. Paige Dorr has it for the first out. So two gone for Escobar in home half. Slow tap to the left side. High throw. McManus comes down. And so it's a scoreless top half of the first for Escobar.
Totally. It is what we have been anticipating.
So Woodard lifts this one out to deep center. Pusey couldn't run it down. And so this is a leadoff double for Woodard to get things started for Liberty. Across the board. That's drilled out to center. Pusey back near the track this time and ultimately makes the grab here. Woodard advances to third. So one out, and Liberty's very quickly got a runner here. Oh, yeah.
Every single time. They've fallen short a couple times. Looking to try to upset the #1 seed Texas A&M, but they have to get through Marist here first.
So Pleasance walks McManus, runners at the corners, and Alyssa Henall, by the way.
Season where dreams come true. The game doesn't know if you've played all year or not.
So the runner, McManus, takes off for second. That time Henall bluffed the bunt, and now she's got two in scoring position.
Confidence that the pressure's not all on me. I can focus on my at-bat. I can focus on one pitch at a time.
So that hits the elbow. Henall takes first. Base. Marist has the infield in. That's lifted, shallow left. This is Rogers. Is Woodard going to try to test her? No. And then a strike to the plate. You got two outs here now. And Marist trying to dance out of it.
Doing that pitch, getting KK Madry to chase after that, putting herself within one out and no damage.
High fly. This is Pusey. Got it lined up. And Marist escapes a bases loaded jam. Sam Rogers, you saw, blasted 13 homers this year. Faces the righty for the first time. Vaults that one down the line. Long run for Dorr, and she's got it. So there's one away. But how big was it for Marist? Things were Ohio State with more this season. That one runs in, and it hits Kunze. So a base runner for Marist here in the second.
Now each pitcher has a hit by pitch. That is something whenever you're trying to perfect solution that you wanted, but that's not going to stop me from throwing that same location, getting in on the hands that next pitch.
Runner takes off, throws a little wide, and Watley could not handle it. And so it's a stolen base for Kunze. Tournament. Remember, Liberty had to play its way back into the championship game. They lost their second game, wound up on the loser's side of the bracket. There's the second strikeout for Escobar.
7 swings and misses. Just to that kind of movement.
Escobar's 1-1 is bounced in the hole. This is Watley. Brilliant throw on the money. In Watley's return to the diamond, she makes a great play here, and 2 scoreless now.
You're in your routine, and right now, Maddie Pleasance a little out of her routine. Settling down, getting that pitch out of the way. Next batter, next pitch, not letting the moment overtake her.
A little tight start, I think, is fair. Young is at third. 2-1 bounce, diving stop by Howard. Throws out the runner from her knees. Runner does advance. Great play from Howard.
Tide is shaded over towards that line. They know what they're getting.
This one's into shallow left, and Rogers was playing shallow. 2 away. And you're right on it, partner. The left side of the diamonds. They knew the hitter they were facing, so we'll go back to. Woodard doubled the last time she faced her. Rolls that over to the first base side. Underneath Goresmith and past R. Liberty scores a run in the second. Woodard puts it into play, and the error opens the door.
And that is where you can make the great plays, but you have to be able to make those routine plays. That one right there from Gore, she just allows that second hop to get too much time in between the hop. That one almost came back over the plate.
It was almost in the strike zone. And so the catcher here, Kunze, is, yeah, she's standing up here, so that's the intentional walk. Or the quasi-intentional walk, if you want.
Necessarily a result of those hits that we saw in the first inning.
This is drilled deep to right. It's got some carry. Goodbye! The first blast of the day, courtesy of Bryn McManus.
Bryn McManus, she looked like she was taking care of business as she was coming in to greet her teammates. This one elevated over the middle of the plate. And I mean, you could see her barrel angle just flat all the way through. She's able to make full contact with that ball and drive it out to right center. I had just been talking about how Maddie Pleasance had looked so different from that first. What work that they put in the offseason. They know what they put in during the season.
This one's got some carry to it out to deep right as well. Cusick able to make the catch. McManus goes yard. First statement of this. A national seed in Georgia last year before they got walked off in that game 7. So that's a leadoff walk for Gore. And there's a lot of players in St. Francis from Loretto, Pennsylvania. So everybody coming down to the Texas Heat for the weekend. This one has got eyes for the gap, and it one hops the wall. So Pusey's got extra bases. Marist in business. Couple of runners in scoring position in the top half of the third. The now 2-time player of the year in the MAAC. Swings and drills it. This one is a deep one. Gone! 3-run blast. McDonald. It's a 25-homer season for the senior.
They have that power, and I mean, this one was absolutely crushed. She knew right away that hand went right up. All of it, the ability to keep your body in that moment all the way through, getting that extension and getting those runs back. You're right back in this game. It is a 4-3 run game. And oh yeah, there's no outs and you're in the heart.
That was a no doubt.
That you knew right away. She knew right away.
R gets jammed. McManus in foul ground has enough space, so that is the first out for Liberty.
Job by Pleasance. I mean, just think of the timing that you have with up and in and low and away. That is at least a 4 to 5 mile an hour speed difference.
Got her that time. 3 strikeouts now for Escobar. 2 gone in the inning. Rogers, the sophomore from Southington, Connecticut, waiting out a 2-2. Reaches for it. And this should retire the side. Watley throws her out, but not before McDonald. In the bottom half of the second. That's what gave Liberty the 4-0 lead. R covers nicely that time from second base. And so Madry is...
We've seen Liberty here at the #1 team. Top 25 caliber.
Yeah, which was maybe a little bit of a surprise for some of, if not most of the players in that Liberty field. They were expecting perhaps to be at a different regional, and they wind up here in Bryan College Station. So they did not complete the strikeout that time. Cusick's throw from right field is offline, and Crane is going to somehow wind up in scoring position here. He is on the right side of the plate, grounded out to third her last time up, and so the same thing will happen here. Jesse's frustrated, but Marist strands another runner in scoring position. Their season title the last 2 years. They've been to the tournament 2 out of the last 3 seasons. 47 wins this year. It's a program record. That's a 4th strikeout now today for Elena Escobar, who's trying to settle in after giving up the home run in the three wins through more than 300 pitches in her 3 games. And she's got another punch out here. 2 gone to the 4th.
I mean, she has.
Here we go with the 2-2. And she strikes out the side. It's now 6 punch outs for Escobar. She's fired up. She had wrapped up her career as an orthopedic surgeon, and she was trying to figure out what her next move was. Watley, by the way, has got extra bases here. Watley thinking about going for 3. Pusey's throw bounces late, and it's a leadoff triple for the Flames in the 4th.
She sheaths the sword. This one low in the zone. That is a great go and get that ball low in the zone. And then talk about that read. That ball bounced off the wall. Just a little bit of confusion for Pusey over in center field. And as soon as you see that as a runner and you decide to go, there cannot be any hesitation. But talk about leading it off. You have a triple.
Liberty is going to build its lead. That's a base hit for Woodard, and it scores Watley. The lead grows to 5-3.
We heard Dot talk about her players just being a little tight, and she said, loosen up, relax. We know what it's like to play here. Get through the lineup a few times, and you have a dangerous couple of hitters facing you.
Roop gets underneath this one just too much. Rogers has it lined up for the first out. And so there's one away now in the. Here comes a 1-2. Off speed. That one is bounced back up the middle. And it's a 3rd hit in the 4th for Liberty.
An exit velo off results. Seeing that from Liberty here in this 4th.
Trying to build upon its lead. 3-1 is slashed into left. That's a base hit. Richardson, she's given Woodard the green light. And then she stops at 3rd. Wide throw at the plate. Nevertheless, the base here with Pleasance coming out. Madry rips it. Great backhand stab. Throw to the plate. It's in time. And so Marist, they get the lead runner at the plate. It's still a 2-run game. That's the 2nd out in the 4th. So Gore with a nice play.
Great play by Gore, and Coach talked about, I hope my defense resets themselves. Gore kind of had a miscue. What a bounce back right there. That is a huge play, a hard, well-struck ball, and to be able to get it. And then also, you have to shout out your defense, get a ground ball, get out of this inning.
Swing, there's a drive. Deep out to right, and it's down. Extra bases for Dorr. 2 runs are in. Relay to the plate. That is late. Madry scores. Bases clearing double for Paige Dorr. One of their clutch hitters blows this one open in the 4th.
Paige Dorr said, ground ball, not today. I'm gonna take this pitch and get underneath it. You could see the elevation, the way that she was able on a pitch on the inside half to really get her bearing. Something inside you just flips the switch, you come alive. It is what you dream about. Those kids that go 3-2 count, 2 outs, bases loaded, bottom of the 7, and they're swinging, and they're 4 years old dreaming about that moment.
I mean, it's vital to not have to play your way out of the losers or elimination side of the bracket. 3-1, that's bounced. Runner right in front of McDonald that time, but she sticks with it. Inning is over. But Liberty bats around. They score 4 runs. Part to Paige Dorr's 3-run double. It's 9-1-2 due up for Marist now. So it needs to respond, but Elena Escobar has been locked in, by the way. 3 pitches to retire Maddie Gore. That's 4.
That Marist, they have a lot of power. Their free swingers are hard swingers. Can I get them to swing out of themselves?
Well, Pusey, how about this, by the way? She took that mighty cut a couple of moments ago on the first pitch and then bunts it right back towards the circle for a 1-out single. 2 for 2, 3-run home run a couple of innings ago. This is flared, shallow center, and Madry runs it down. So 2 quick outs, and you can just feel it, partner. You mentioned it, Elena.
Strikeouts in a game. She is heating up at the right moment.
Swing, hard bouncer. Crane has got it. And the inning is over. Liberty is now doing it in all facets. In August, you'll see all the stars. You saw Fouts, Brady, Sierra Romero as well, everybody. Leadoff base hit here for Liberty. In the bottom half of the 5th inning, leading 8-3 opening round. And it's been on base twice today. Run scoring single, also doubled. Slow bouncer to the right side, and we got the signal from the second base umpire. That was a clean play. That ball rolls all the way into right. Throw to the plate is late, and Watley scores on a tapper all the way from first base. Talk to one of the umpires out here. Watch how this one unfolds.
You could see right away there's going to be some kind of close call, close play. But for me, what really sells it is that ball is about 2 feet over towards the left. There was a slight, almost collision happening, but that ball was 2 feet over towards the left. If you're going for that ball, if you're going to...
First team selection. Swings, bounces it through the left side. That's a base hit. Woodard gets to third. And so this 5th inning continues for Liberty. Up 6 runs. And they're trying to add more here.
Overswing, don't try to be the hero, hit the home run. If it happens, it happens.
I think McManus might have offered, throw down to second. They got the runner between first and second, by the way. But the run from third scores. So they get the out. Base paths are going to be empty here, but it's 10-3 Liberty. So the old, first and third situation. And she drew a walk earlier today. 3-2, that's bounced to third. Howard sticks with it, throws across the diamond. That's the second out.
And again, to that point, that ball was absolutely shot over to Harold.
They won a school record 47 games. The 10 runs allowed, most they have allowed in a game this season. Henault gets underneath this one, lifts it out to the gap in right center. Pusey runs it down for the final out. But Liberty stretches its lead. It's now a 7-run advantage.
In this moment.
That's a line drive up the middle, so a base hit for Pleasance, and the leadoff runner is on for just the second time today for Marist.
Nice shot, back arm.
She reaches out, by the way, and she is on base with a single. So Pleasance and Rogers with back-to-back base hits. Now, after Escobar retired 9 out of the last 10 she faced. Now, let's see if Scarano is going to test the right arm of Madry. She does not. The runners stay put, 1 away. Pops it up, shallow center. Here comes Madry underneath the mitt. Asania sends the runner. No, she gets the... slams on the brakes at the last moment there. Madry was able to recover. Swing, another flare, but this one's easy to handle for Byram, who came on as a defensive replacement an inning ago, and there are 2 outs. Is Marist gonna...
Marist come back in. They have been knocking, and now they're pounding on the door with bases loaded.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. It's another punch out for Escobar. Done in the top half of the 7th. They'll await the winner of the St. Francis Texas A&M game, which is coming up about 35 minutes after we're done here. That one is going to be on the SEC network.
9.
Yep, and just about everybody now. 8 out of the 9 batters. Madry takes second. have reached base safely. The only batter to not reach safely is Savannah Jesse. The school record
changed. The runner will be declared out, leaving early.
Wow.
That'll be Marist's
So that
second
changes things.
challenge.
So now instead of the game-ending run in Madrid,
Incorporated to the game now.
that's bounced hard over to R, so there's 2 outs quickly. And so you start to play this inning out. That would have moved the runner over to third. So of course you want to get out of this inning unscathed. There's a fly ball deep out to right, and the inning is over. Here's the hard part. It's got to be rally time for Marist. If not, Liberty is moving on to face A&M or St. Francis tomorrow. 2-3 in the order. It's up to them here to get the rally started. There's a blast deep out to right. This one's got some carry, and goodbye. Solo homer for Pusey in the 7th. We said it was going to be an uphill climb, but there's no better start than that if you're Marist.
Climb, and that is what Marist is embracing. This one down the middle, absolutely driven. Heads up if you're a fan out there. Just takes one swing, it just takes one hit, it just takes one pitch.
So it's a 2-homer day for Marist. It's not a very exclusive club this year. The 0-1 is drilled. This one could go. Gone! Back-to-back homers for Marist. It's a 2-homer day for McDonald.
This low in the zone, just having the right barrel angle, having those legs stay in that swing, not trying to get too far out, and almost off towards the very, very corner. She's angling in almost to those right-handed pitchers or hitters.
2-2, bounced hard to Crane, and there's the first out in the 7th. You're in the regional final, and you have the upper hand over the field. Maddie Pleasance, slow topper over to third. 2 away.
And this is exactly why you saw Dot just go ahead and say, this is the moment right here.
Roller over to the left side. Liberty wins it 10-5, and it advances to face either St. Francis or Texas A&M in that pivotal Saturday battle of the winners. If you win that one, you're in the regional final, and you have got a major upper hand in this tournament. Marist with some fight in the final inning. Homers from Pusey, 2 from McDonald. But for a second straight season, Liberty opens up the regional round with a win. And you know the importance of getting that upper hand in this double elimination weekend.
So many reasons why you want to get the first one. Rest, just a confidence feeling, the nerves are out, whatever.